Discussion here, please.
Yeah, I wanted to start this off because I was here when we bought this thing. And the negotiations between Bill Little, the city manager, and Art Goulet, the public works director at the county, were quite extensive. I've got a folder about that thick of their memos, and they're actually kind of funny. But at the time, we thought it would be a good spark for the redevelopment of Ventura Boulevard, which was just beginning. I mean, that's, you know, we hadn't even redone the street or made it wider so we could make it narrower, which sounds funny, but that's what we did. And it didn't work out. And that's right. I really wanted a restaurant there, and so did every single one of the council members at the time. However, we had a quite lengthy time restriction. The county would not let us do anything with it for I think it was 5 years. And so that stalled us, and then other things happened. We looked at all of the proposals for restaurants. The one that sounded the best was one that was going to have a firehouse theme, I thought, although it was also going to be a Mexican restaurant or an Italian restaurant. The company handled several different kinds, and it wasn't really specific. But it turned out that after they looked at it for a long time, they realized the lack of parking wouldn't allow them to have the kind of business they were hoping for. And then the economy took a dive, and we talked to other companies, but everybody agreed it wouldn't work for a restaurant. So even though we had wanted it for a restaurant to spark redevelopment of Ventura Boulevard, it obviously didn't work out for that to be our spark plug. We have looked at other plans. I believe that expanding a park would be there, but I also think we need to, before we start talking about this, I think we need to say out and out that we are no longer interested in talking to the church about their purchase of it, because I don't know if they ever actually turned us down for, we told them we weren't interested in having them use for a parking lot, but I don't know if we ever heard from them after that. I personally am interested in retaining the property, not selling it to them for any reason. I am interested, and I would like it to be a park. What type of a park, I think, is not for us to decide tonight. We can throw out some ideas, but I think we need to have public input and have a time when we're actually sitting around talking about what we want to do. But the first decision is, do we want to tear down the fire station and use that property to expand Disdar Park? And my vote for that would be yes.
Anyone else? Mr. Boucher?
Yeah, I'll be quite brief. It is. I think it's unfortunate that we weren't able to come to a deal with St. Mary Magdalene Church, but I'm glad that we are moving forward on this, and I would like to move forward on this, and I want to close the chapter on this property because it has been open for far too long.